Well, we're one8one7 and we're a fairly small design studio of 4 people, and we're based in Ostomy, New South Wales, which is about an hour and a half from Sydney. The reason why we started was we got back from London after working for some fantastic companies and thought, let's start doing it for ourselves.
We named our company one8one7 because we wanted to avoid the problems of naming a studio after one person or a partnership. So we came up with an almost esoteric name for our studio, which means us rather than Christy or myself. We create objects which are attainable, have a perceived value, and are really 3-dimensional rather than 2-dimensional.
For me, the environment that I live in is very important and inspiring. The elements that I collect in my everyday adventures throughout the world, like books and magazines, are a huge inspiration to us, and we spend a lot of time in news agencies and bookstores and libraries.
The most important project that we have done, which has kind of been an ongoing project which ended about a year ago, is Pole Oxygen magazine, which we were involved in every issue except one. We see that as a body of work. It was a magazine focused on design, art and architecture, which was distributed internationally and had international content. I believe the Fin Review wrote an article saying we were trying to take on the world from a garage in Redfern when it started, and we got a silver medal at the biggest magazine design awards in New York. So that kind of informed everything that we are now, our collaborative approach, our aesthetic, our approach to problem solving, and also how everything kind of came about. Pole Oxygen magazine started a discussion internationally, along with a few other magazines and art directors, about creating magazines which are keepable and have a perceived value, as opposed to magazines which you read on the train on the way to work and then throw out.
Well, you can't really escape the culture that you exist in, so that is going to influence the way that we look and design and create. And also, like a lot of the work that we do is very culturally based. And when I say that, it's generally artists and architects and writers and designers that we work with.
With Oxygen, we started inviting these internationally renowned creators to create their own story for the magazine, so 10 pages. We kind of describe that as an installation. It's kind of a nice phrase. It's kind of them doing a little installation within this art gallery of a magazine. Typefaces are a great marker of popular culture.
You know, it's pointless to make something pretty. It's pointless just to make something if it doesn't have a reason or a structure or a purpose.
Sydney Design Festival 2009, we were asked to pitch to do the branding and campaign. That was quite an important moment for us as a young studio, because not only was a studio outside of Sydney invited to pitch, but we won, and we got that branding has now turned into the ongoing branding for the festival.
You know, the playfulness in that, you know, just really simply, you know, creating a logo that the flags in Oxford Street became readable from front and back, you know, with the 2 streets in mind. You know, there's that whole wonderful playfulness that as you're walking past a bus stop, that the word design is actually reflected the right way, and all of a sudden you get it, you know, you understand what's going on. We're hoping that, you know, people feel like they're a part of it as well.
Basically, the whole visual language was informed by the name and the content, which is very much an editorial approach. And the solution to the brief was very much us, and something that we're really proud of.
It's definitely a very collaborative exercise between everyone involved, especially from our perspective, yeah.
The aesthetics are usually informed by the ideas behind everything. We don't think that's going to look beautiful, so let's just do that. That doesn't interest us. You should think about how you can give the readers a gift, you know, by commissioning an amazing photographer, commissioning someone to design their own pages, commissioning the cover as an object, you know, all these kind of things. And I think it's the thought process of trying to engage the reader in that way of, okay, it's not a one-off, it's mass-produced, but it is special, and it's kind of a point in time that you need to keep. In my view, that's the job of an art director, is delivering that gift, delivering that magazine which has something in it that you don't want to throw away, because you'll never get it again.